So one of the other vlogs I showed you guys that I had taken this piece of wood and wrecked it. So it's pretty much garbage now. It was the whole years of drying it. We didn't really need to talk about it. But we now have another piece that I've taken that I had. I just happen to have one more piece. So I've already taken it down to basically one growth ring, which is basically what you saw me do with that one throughout the entire process. That's as far as I really got on camera. This week, so you've already seen that. So this one I took it down to the same pattern. From now I'm actually gonna start laying out the bow and actually carving it out. So it'll be a little more interesting. You can see the shape of it. This one does have, I'll have to show you guys this, but this one does have a few cracks in the side. I don't know if you guys can see that right there. My hope is that it's almost perfectly in the middle and it might not be too deep, so I can just kind of make it more on this side kind of, and it should be okay. But we're gonna go ahead and do that and we'll see how it goes. Worst comes to worst, I'm probably just gonna buy a piece of wood off the internet and do it like that. But I'm really hoping that, ooh, that was close, that the one that I got from my backyard will work, because that'd be a really cool project and I've wanted to do this for a while. So let's get started. Here's what I've done so far. I just finished roughing out the layout of the bow. And it's about, what, 62 inches? I went with pretty short because I'm not really sure if this design is going to work. It's pretty simple. It's pretty simple handle. You know, just going to fade out. Now I'm just going to carve it out to roughly this line and then these lines here. And then we'll flip it over and we'll draw the side profile. So once I've actually roughed out that design up to those lines roughly, I'll really be able to see if that crack on the side makes a difference and if I have to basically start over. So this is kind of it. It shouldn't be, this wood cuts pretty easy on the side, so it shouldn't take me too long. Ooh, that took a while, but I have now roughed out the shape. It's pretty sick. You can kind of see me as Legolas now, you know. So now I gotta work on the profile, this direction, making the handle design. And I don't know if you can see, there's the crack, these little cracks right there. I'm not sure how deep they go. They did work out a lot. They were a lot bigger, as you guys saw. And also, it's a pretty crooked piece of wood if you look at it. I'm gonna have to end up doing a lot of twisting, heating up with water and whatnot, but it's probably not gonna work. I've discovered a knot right there that goes down over here. I kind of cut it a little bit. It might be okay, it might not, I don't know. Everything I read says knots aren't good, so we'll see. But if nothing else, it looks like I know what I'm doing. It looks pretty cool. Like I could probably hang this on my wall now and just, you know, be like, yeah, Bodark, you know, made that. It's awesome, looks good. Didn't work, but yeah. Gotta sharpen the old pencil. Okay, so I'm gonna want a pretty sweeping handle. I like that sweeping handle kind of look. And then I think you're supposed to have, I have no idea. I don't think it really matters at this point. I think you take some material off the end. So I'm just gonna roughly measure out probably about a ½ inch. Oh, I am getting called. Who would dare call me while I'm trying to mark this thing out? Yeah, I'm coming. Oh, it's Mom. Sorry, Mom. Interruptions aside, I'll whip the phone out and show you here. Hold on. Starting at the handle, as I said, I like that real sweeping handle look. And then I'm just kind of taking it about a ½ inch down the whole way on both sides. If you guys are curious, look at all the wood shavings this thing creates. This is a ton of wood that, I mean, the amount of fire I could have with this, fire hazard. And we actually are having a fire hazard right now in Texas. I'm sure I'm breaking so many laws or actually I don't know if I'm breaking any laws. If I did do something stupid, let's just say that there is plenty of material to blow me up. I'm gonna work on decreasing just the amount of wood that I have here, and then I'll show you guys what that looks like. So it's been a few days later now, and I've taken it down pretty thin, but I've come to the point where I have to make a decision. And that is those cracks that I showed you when I first started. Well, I've taken it down real thin. It's really thin now, and that's basically, you know, too thin to really take down anymore. I have one option, and that is I can split it Okay, I can basically take off, split it along that black mark right there that I made. Whew! Oh man, I'm so nervous. Okay, so this determines whether it all works or not. This is it right here. I don't know if you guys can hear Brevin in the backyard. He's banging around on stuff. Once I do this, there's no going back. It's do or die, sink or swim, split or split really bad. 2, 1. Okay, there it is. Just starting there. And it's not gonna work. Wow, that was possibly the weakest thing I've ever done in my life. Oh my goodness. Okay, well, I guess I'm gonna split it from this end now. Try that, since that was obviously a mega failure. It appears to be, at the moment, splitting exactly where I want it to. Ooh, that scared me. Wow. That was also incredibly successful. Said no one ever. It's working better on this side. After much scraping and possibly quite a bit of crying, I've finally determined that it's no use going on with this piece. The cracks are too deep and it's in too thick. By the time that I had shaved this piece down to eliminate that crack, the end would be virtually not thick enough to hold a string. So stay tuned for the next time that I attempt this project. One of these days I'm going to succeed at this, and you guys will be right there with me. So until next time, I'll see you guys then.